Hi! In today's video, we'll be learning about dictionaries in Python. And we'll be covering what are dictionaries, as well as with the help of Python code, we'll be learning concepts like items, keys, values, adding an item, removing an item, mapping multiple values to a single key, as well as a dictionary inside a dictionary. So, let's go! You can think of a dictionary just like the contacts in your phone. Suppose you have to save somebody's number, then you save their contact with their name, right? So it's like a name and number pair, where ideally the name and number pairs in your contact list, they will be unique. Similarly, in dictionaries, we have got key and value pairs, where the values are associated with a unique key. And one key can have multiple values as well, but we'll talk about it later. So a key and a value pair is called an item. Let's start by creating an empty dictionary. Let me name it as my_dictionary and I'll write equal to. To create a dictionary, we need to use curly braces. So I'll start a curly brace and close a curly brace. And if I check the type of my dictionary, we can see it's a dictionary. Now let's start adding key value pairs to this. The task over here, let's take it as we want to create a dictionary of countries which will act as the keys, and we want to store their capitals as values. Let's write our dictionary as my dictionary equal to curly brace. Suppose the first country which I am taking is USA. So I'll write USA, and now to indicate the value corresponding to this key which is USA, I'll write a colon, and now its capital is Washington DC. And now if I'll close the curly brace and if I'll print my dictionary, here it is. To see the key value pairs together, what we write is items, and we can see this is the key and this is the value, and indicated by its parentheses, it's a key value pair. To retrieve only keys, we need to write my dictionary dot keys. So over here it has given us only USA. Similarly, using values, we can retrieve the values from this dictionary, which is Washington DC. Now let's add some more elements to this dictionary. What if we want to add a new key value pair to it? Here is my first key value pair, which is USA and Washington DC. Suppose my second pair is Japan and Tokyo. I will firstly write a comma, which indicate it's a new key value pair. Now in the similar manner, I will write Japan, and to write its value, which is Tokyo, I will write colon and I'll write Tokyo. Now if we do my dictionary dot keys, we can see our keys are USA and Japan, and if we write my dictionary dot values, our values are Washington DC and Tokyo. Dictionaries are very helpful because using the keys we can call the values. That is, let's say if I write my dictionary square bracket USA, it will print a value corresponding to it. Now the task is, what if we want to add more elements to our dictionary? Suppose I want to add a new key value pair. The key is India and the value is its capital New Delhi. How will I do it? For this, I will write my dictionary square bracket India. So it indicates that okay, in my dictionary I am adding a key called India, and because it doesn't exist earlier, I will write equal to, and here I will write its values. Now if I write my dictionary dot keys, now see India is also included as a key. Similarly, if we write values, New Delhi has been added as a value to it. Now let's talk about what if we want to remove a key value pair from the dictionary. We will use the del keyword. Suppose if we want to remove India and New Delhi key value pair. So I'll write del my dictionary square bracket India. Now, it has now deleted the key India and the value New Delhi corresponding to it. So if we now print our dictionary, we can see it has now only two pairs, which is USA Washington DC and Japan and Tokyo. You know, in dictionaries, it's not necessary that for a key value pair, there should be only one value. We can have multiple values associated with one key. Over here, let's write my dictionary equal to, suppose my keys over here are countries and I'm having multiple countries corresponding to it as a value. Suppose my first value is USA and then my next value is Japan. Now similarly, I'll create another key value pairs called capitals. Now for this, here capitals is my key and I'll write the values corresponding to it as so over here I have got two key values pairs, which is country, this is the first pair and this is the second pair. But notice the keys are countries and capitals, and over here the values are, this is the value corresponding to the country's key and this is the values corresponding to capital's key. Let's check it out. Suppose if I write my dictionary dot keys, we can see it contains two things, which is countries and capitals. And if I write dot values, we can see the first value here is the first value, which is USA and Japan, which corresponding to countries, and Washington DC and Tokyo, which correspond to capitals. It's not necessary that in a dictionary that over here, suppose the first element has got two values, so over here it should have two values. It can have more than two, it can have less than two values. They need not be equal in number of elements. You know, we can also have dictionaries inside a dictionary. For this, let's create a dictionary called countries, and I have already copied it as this. Now this looks slightly complicated, but look, let's have a look at it. Here in my countries dictionary, I have got three keys, which is USA, UK and Japan. And corresponding to each one of these keys, I have got a dictionary associated as a value. So over here in USA, its capital is Washington DC and its population is 330.42. Let's check this thing. Suppose if I write countries.keys, we can see there are only three keys. But then how do we retrieve the values from here? Let's see. If we want to write the values for Japan, I'll write countries square bracket Japan. But now what if we want to retrieve the capital of Japan? We will write it as square bracket capital. This will give us the capital of it. In this example, when we are talking about a dictionary inside a dictionary, how do we add new elements? For this, let's consider a task. Suppose if I want to add the capital and population for India. Let me create it in a new variable just for the ease of this discussion. I'm creating a dictionary which is capital, New Delhi, and population is 1380.2. Now simply like we had done earlier, we will write countries and now we will write the key as India. And now the value corresponding to it, either we can write this thing directly over here or we can just write data. Now if we print countries, we can see India has been added as a key and its corresponding capital and population has been added as a value for it. So that was all about dictionaries in Python. If you found this video helpful, then please do like, comment and subscribe to keep us motivated. Until then, see you soon.